Sex workers have rich, compelling, complex relationships with their vaginas. This particular woman blows my mind. She was a sex worker, but she only did sex work with women.
I love vaginas.
I love women.
I do not see them as separate things.
Women pay me to dominate them, to excite them, to make them come.
I did not start out like this. To the contrary, I started out as a lawyer. But in my late 30s, I became obsessed with making women happy. It began as a mission of sorts, and then I got really into it.
I got good at it. Kind of brilliant. It was like my art. And then I got paid for it. And it was like I found my calling.
I wore outrageous outfits when I dominated women. Lace and silk and leather. And I used props.
Oh. Whips.
And handcuffs.
Ropes. Ropes.
And dildos.
Dildos. There was nothing like this in tax law. There was no props, no excitement, and I hated those corporate blue suits. Though, in my new line of work, I wear them from time to time, and they serve quite nicely.
There are no props in corporate law.
No wetness.
No dark, mysterious foreplay.
No erect nipples.
No delicious mouths.
But mainly, there was no moaning.
Not the kind I'm talking about, anyway.
This is the key. I see it now. Moaning was the thing that ultimately seduced me, that got me addicted. Addicted to making women happy.
When I was a little girl, I would see women in the movies making love, making strange orgasmic noises. They were moaning, and I used to laugh. I got a little hysterical. I couldn't believe that outrageous, ungoverned sounds like that could come out of women.
I longed to moan. I moaned into my mirror. I moaned into tape recorders. I moaned in various keys. I moaned in various tones. Oh, ah, And always when I played it back, it sounded fake.
It was fake. It wasn't rooted in anything really sexual, but me desiring to be sexual.
But then, when I was 10, I really had to pee once on a car ride. I really had to pee, and it went on for like an hour. And then finally, I got to pee in this dirty little gas station, and it was so exciting. I moaned. I moaned when I peed.
I couldn't believe it. Me, moaning in a Texaco station in the middle of Louisiana. I realized right then that moans are connected with not getting what you want right away, with putting things off just a bit.
I realized that moans caught you by surprise, and that they came from this hidden and mysterious place inside of a woman, and they were best when they spoke their own language.
I realized that moans were, in fact, that language, and I became a moaner.
It made men anxious. In fact, it terrified them. The louder I got, the less they could concentrate. And then they'd lose focus, and then they'd lose everything.
I couldn't make love in people's homes anymore. The walls were too thin. I got a reputation in my building, and people would stare at me with contempt in the elevator. Men thought I was kind of intense. Some of them called me insane.
I began to feel bad about moaning. I got all quiet and polite. I made noises into a pillow. I learned to choke off my moan to hold it back like a sneeze. And then, predictably, I got headaches and stress-related disorders.
I was becoming pretty hopeless when I discovered women. I discovered that most women loved my moaning. But more importantly, I discovered how deeply excited I got when other women moaned, when I was responsible for getting other women to moan.
I made love to quiet women, and I found this place inside of them, and they shocked themselves with their moaning. And I made love to moaners, and they found a deeper, more penetrating moan.
It was kind of like surgery, a kind of a delicate science, kind of finding the tempo, the exact location, the home of the moan. That's what I called it.
Sometimes I found it right over a woman's jeans. Sometimes I had to sneak up on it, all quiet-like, come in under the radar, and go right inside. Sometimes I used force. Not the icky and illegal kind of I'm gonna grab your pussy kind of force. No, more of a dominating baby. I'm gonna take you for a ride. And you're gonna lay back and enjoy it.
Sometimes it was kind of mundane. I found the moan before things really got started, while we're eating salad or chicken. Kind of casually, in the kitchen, kind of mixed in with the balsamic vinegar.
Sometimes I use props. I love props. Sometimes I'd make a woman find her moan in front of me. I'd just wait there, stick it out, until she opened herself to me.
I wasn't fooled by those minor and more obvious moans. No, I pushed further, all the way into the power mode.
You see, there are so many different kinds of moans.
There's the clit moan.
And the vaginal moan. Oh. Oh. Oh.
And there's the combo moan.
Oh. 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 Oh.
There's the almost moan.
There's the right on it moan. Yes! Yes! Right! Oh, right there!
There's the elegant moan. Ah.
The wasp moan. Thank you. That was very nice.
There's the Taylor Swift moan. We are never getting back together again.
And the mountaintop moan. Yodeling, 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 hoo.
There's the Italian, Sicilian, Catholic moan. Madonna mia!
And the Obama moan. Yes! Yes! Yes, we can!
And it's only fair there's a Hillary moan. Lock him up!
There's the Cal Poly Pomona student moan.
There's the adjunct professor moan. I should be grading paper.
And the militant, uninhibited, bisexual moan. Oh, 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 oh.
There's the machine gun moan.
And the doggy moan. Baby!
And finally, there's the surprise triple orgasm moan.
Oh! 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 Oh!